Why, hello everybody, and welcome to the Truly Odd Podcast, where we bring you the latest in game news and movie news. I am your host, Joe Garcia. So grab your controllers, get your popcorn, and let's go ahead and dive right on in, shall we? Starting with our game news topics, and our first game news topic is as follows. This is regarding Subnautica 2, and even though they are currently going through a bit of a lawsuit and some drama on their end, they're still pushing forward with the video game, and let's go ahead and take a look here at some of the details. Subnautica 2 unveils new Leviathan, the Collector. Let's go ahead and take a look at what this creature looks like here. Pretty cool design. I'm loving the way this looks. Very creepy, very alien-esque, very sea monster-esque. So I'm really digging that and how that looks. Let's go ahead and play this while I read to you guys. Oh, forgive me. Come on. Forgive me, guys, about that audio. Sometimes I just can't beat it right on time to stop it. So they do have this whole video here doing a bit of a breakdown of what the character design is and some details about the game. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, go ahead and go down in the description down below and check out this article for yourself. This does have quite a bit of ads, so maybe you can find the video on YouTube. I didn't really do a search for it, so maybe you guys can find it. Let me know what you guys think. But let's go ahead and break down some of the details for this, what we got here in Subnautica 2. Subnautica 2 introduces the Collector, a massive squid-like leviathan designed to evoke dread with its glowing split body visuals and four long tentacles, drawing inspiration from uh, Cthulhu mythology. Built in Unreal Engine, the game's new stimulus system makes creatures like the Collector more reactive, unpredictable, enhancing the emergent, emergent gameplay and replayability. Despite internal studios shakeups, which we know is regarding the lawsuits and delays to launch, Unknown Worlds is targeting a 2026 early access release with both new and returning Leviathans set to with both new and returning Leviathans. I'm assuming that means players set to populate the ocean's depths. So, what do you guys think about this? Do you like that they're still moving things along and moving things forward regarding this game despite everything going on with the lawsuits and things like that? And what do you guys think of this new boss creatures design and how things are looking for the game? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. All right, all that being said, let's go ahead and move on to our next game news topic of the day. In our next game news topic, we're going to put in the rumor mill because nothing is set in stone as of yet, even though we have reported some leaks regarding it. So the rumor is Yakuza 3 leaks suggest remake reveal likely in the at the upcoming RGG summit. Let's go ahead and take a look here. So basically, what this people have saw is about a tease for the Yakuza 3 on the website. Now, it is in a different language, so it's hard for us to understand what exactly is going on here. But some people did have some details regarding this. So let's go ahead and break it down for you guys a little further, shall we? Okay. FanSpot, a now removed listing of Yakuza Kiwami, forgive me if I'm pronouncing that wrong, Kiwami 3 on Roy Ray's Gotaku Studios official website, hinting at a remake of the 2009 Yakuza 3 for modern platforms. The leak surfaced just days before the studios announced RGG Summit on September 24th, where major updates for Like a Dragon franchise are expected. Series director damn it, series director Masayoshi Yokoyama. God, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Yoshavi Yokoyama hints that the 2024 hinted in 2024 that Yakuza 3 was not off the table, fueling hopes that the remake is finally ready for announcement. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys think they are, even though they kind of did a bit of a leak, do you guys think they're going to be announcing Yakuza 3 at the RGG Summit, or do you think that they just made a simple mistake on their website and accidentally posted something they weren't supposed to? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. For me, it makes sense that they're going to Be working on a Yakuza 3 remake. It's a very popular game and a lot of fans want it, so I don't see why they wouldn't. So we'll have to just see what happens when the summit takes place. All that being said, let's go ahead and move on to our next game news topic. And our next game news topic is regarding Horizon Zero Dawn's copyright drama, with Tencent claiming that Sony has was already concerned that their game was a replica or resembled a game called Enslaved. Let's go ahead and take a look here. So, if you guys know, this is the game that Tencent has been working on with a red-headed protagonist and dinosaur-like futuristic creatures. And Sony said that this is a copy of the Horizon series. A lot of people, I mean, including myself, I would think this was from a Horizon game, not the Tencent game itself. It does very much resemble what's going on in those Horizon games, and it's almost like a carbon copy. At least it feels that way. Just by looking at the images, playing the game might be a different story. I haven't had a chance to play it, but it definitely looks like an Horizon game. Let's go ahead and break down what's going on here. Tencent responds to Sony's lawsuit alleging Light of Motrium, which is the game that they are developing, is a slavish clone. The Horizon Zero Dawn arguing Sony is trying to manipulate. Oh, Sony's trying to monopolize common sci-fi elements like red-headed heroines and robot dinosaurs. Tencent cites comments from the Horizon art director John Bart von Beck, who once worried that the game resembles Enslaved Odyssey of the West, suggesting Sony knew its own concept wasn't entirely original. Screenshots and logo featuring Light of Marriott's red-headed protagonist and robotic creatures have been removed from Steam page, hinting that the design changes to avoid further legal conflict. So that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the Enslaved game that came out, I think, back in 2005, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go ahead and take a look at what this game looks like. Oh, sorry, it came out back in 2010. My mistake. So let's go ahead and see if this resembles anything from Horizon Zero Dawn, shall we? Let's go ahead and look at some of the imagery here. This is the game that Tencent is saying that the art director was worried that the game Horizon Dawn would not copy but have likeness of. And yes, you have a red-headed protagonist, but it looks like you could play as a male character. And I'm not seeing much dinosaur-esque robots as at least, but we do see the kind of same futuristic design with the world being taken over. So I guess this makes sense that there are multiple games with multiple designs, and games do have a lot of similarity. Call of Duty, Medal of Honor, Battlefield, stuff like that. So there are room for multiple things. How it's just how ridiculously close this Tencent game is to Horizon Zero Dawn. So I guess it makes sense that Sony is doing a lawsuit, and they're already making changes. But we'll have to wait and see what ends up happening overall. But what do you guys think? Do you think that this is a carbon copy of Horizon Zero Dawn, or do you think they just genuinely made a bit of a mistake and have to do some redesigns? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let's go ahead and move over to our next game news topic of the day. And our next game news topic is regarding Marvel Rivals 1943 Rise of Hydra gameplay leaks reveal Black Panther's acrobatic combat. Let's go ahead and take a look here. This comes to us from Game Rant. Now, if you guys haven't seen some of this footage, I'll go ahead and show it to you after I read you guys some of the descriptions regarding what's going on in this article. So, a leak of 15-second clip shows Black Panther executing acrobatic combat, moving in a gritty bar setting, marking its first glimpse at player controls actions for the upcoming title. Players will control 4 players: Steve Rogers, Captain America; Aziri, Black Panther; Wakanda spy Nanili, I hope I'm pronouncing that right; and Howling Commando Gabriel Jones. set against a World War II backdrop. Additional leaked images highlight polished environments like underground tunnels, lavish interiors, and the game. Hold on, sorry. The game is originally slated to be released on late 2025, but has been delayed till 2026, even though there is no current official release date. So, all that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at some of this leaked imagery here. We'll show you the 15 minutes footage next. Oh, actually, we'll show you guys this first. So my issue here is it looks like it's a spectator mode or maybe a camera mode, kind of showing the players like a gameplay mode that they just had. Well, the combat does look interesting. It's not a really good representation of what the combat will be necessarily, because we're just watching it from a spectator's point of view and not the actual gameplay point of view. But here's some other imagery right here. This looks phenomenal. Now, mind you, this is not the final polished version of the game, so you're gonna have to take all this imagery with a bit of a grain of salt, because these are subject to change with more polishes and things like that moving forward. Let's go ahead, and I think there was some more regarding this, if I'm not mistaken. I thought I saw some more earlier. Let's see, maybe it's this one. There it is. So yeah, this just has a lot more uh, footage and imagery here from the game. Now, mind you, if you see this character here, this guy's a bit in a T pose. If you don't know what a T pose is, it's kind of like the base state of most characters in a game before they have some animations put on them. So this is definitely some early access stuff, and things will definitely change and are subject to change moving forward. But I'm definitely excited for this game. Not only do I love Black Panther as a character, but Captain America is my favorite superhero of all time. I don't know what it is about Captain America that I love so much. Maybe it's just he's a Boy Scout, but I love Captain America. Probably because he's the leader and stuff like that. So I really enjoy that character. But let me know what you guys think of this leaked footage. It was a bit lackluster for you, kind of like it was for me. I felt a little lackluster seeing some of the gameplay, but it got me excited to see that this game's moving along, and we're possibly going to be getting it hopefully early 2026. We'll see. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Let's go ahead and move over to our next game news topic of the day. And our next game news topic is regarding what is. Hold on, I lost my place here. Okay, thank you guys for your patience. It's regarding Arena Breakout Infinite surpasses 35K, 35,000. Jesus Christ, my dyslexia is really kicking in today. Concurrent players on Steam after a free-to-play launch. Let's go ahead and take a look here. This is a new game that just recently launched, and it seems like it's getting a lot of players taking a look at it since it is free to play. And honestly, after reading this, I'm probably going to check it out myself. Let's go ahead and take a look here. More Fun Studios tactical extraction shooter or Arena Breakout Infinite launched free to play on September 15th. It quickly climbed past 330. Oh my god. 35,000. It quickly climbed past 35,000 concurrent players on Steam. The game's strong performance placed it among Steam's top 50 most played titles, outperforming other free-to-play games like Destiny 2. With nearly 4,000 reviews averaging very positive, the game's early success suggests a strong potential, though the long-term momentum remains to be seen. So congratulations to this team to seeing such good momentum for the game that they just recently launched. I mean, the fact that it launched on September 15th just says a lot. The fact that players are looking at this, and I think players are looking for great games that hold them over. I feel like games aren't as good as they used to be, so great games like this coming out, I'm sure we're going to get a lot of players interested in it, especially the fact that it's free to play. And is this a game that might interest you guys? Now, I know we didn't look at a lot of details. We only have a couple screenshots here for this game. But knowing that so many players are taking a look at it and have such positive reviews, is this something that you guys want to take a look at for yourselves? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And that does it for our game news topics of the day, guys. Let's go ahead and move on to our movie news topics. And our first movie news topic is about MrBeast and Salsha Matter, forgive me if I'm pronouncing her name wrong, join the star-studded cast of Angry Birds movie 3, and it's now slated to be released in December of 2026. Let's go ahead and take a look here at this article for Variety. YouTube titan MrBeast and influencer Slasha Matter have joined the voice cast of Angry Birds Movie 3, marking their debut in major studio animation. Originally slated for January 2027, Paramount has moved the film's release to December 23rd, 2026, aiming to capture the holiday audience. Returning voices include Jason Sudeikis, Josh Gad, and Danny McBride, alongside newcomers like Emma Myers, Kiki Palmer, and Anthony Padilla. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing his name incorrectly. But as far as I'm concerned, this is not very important, but I thought it was interesting that they're getting voices from influencers and YouTubers to come voice characters. It makes sense that a movie like this, Angry Birds, is kind of wants to focus on the younger audience, more influential people for that the younger audience are viewing. Oh, excuse me. Younger people don't really follow movie stars like they used to back in the day. They're more following YouTubers and influencers. So it makes sense that they would bring these two in for a film like this. Now, my problem with this is it's better to add talent. Now, I'm not saying these aren't talented individuals for what they do, but as far as voice acting, I don't think they have the experience for that. Now, mind you, their roles might be very minuscule and very minor, quick cameos possibly, but I think it's better to add talent to voice acting for movies of this sort. And honestly, the people that they got voicing, when it comes to animated films, I don't think a lot of kids and a lot of parents care who's voicing the characters. A great example would be the Demon Slayer movie that just made 70 million opening weekend. It doesn't have a very famous voice actor. I think the most famous person in the voice acting would be Channing Tatum, who did that because his daughter loves the show. Uh, all that being said, it's cool to see them join the cast, but I think they should possibly do actual voice actors, people that have been training in the industry for many years. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Let's go ahead and move on to our next movie news topic. And our next movie news topic is about Ryan Gosling stars in Starfighter and his first look reveal, Ocean Set Adventure in a New Timeline. Let's go ahead and take a look here at this image that was provided to us via, I believe, via Instagram by the director, which is a very interesting image here. Let's go ahead and break it down. Directed by Sean Levy, Star Wars Starfighter is a standalone film set 5 years after the rise of Skywalker, featuring new characters and an unexpected timeline shifting from desert plains to a more sea-inspired location. Ryan Gosling leads alongside newcomer Glenn Gray, which is the gentleman in the background right here, with supporting roles from Amy Adams, Matt Smith, Mia Goth, Aria Perez, and others. The first behind the scenes image shows Gosling and Gray adrift on a watercraft in worn gear. Let's see. Levy directs and produces the Lucasfilm with Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy and John Tarper penning the script or the screenplay. The film is slated for theaters on May 28th, 2027, following The Mandalorian and Grogu in 2026. I do think this is interesting that they have released the first image, and the first image is not about them actually being starfighters, but possibly them crashing on a planet and now adrift at sea. So a very interesting image that they got going on here now. It's funny because Star Wars has just not done very well as far as theatrical releases. And hold on, let me mind you, it is $1 billion franchise, so don't just take that as like notion. It's $1 billion franchise. It's done very well in theaters, but fans have not very much enjoyed what Star Wars has had to release since I think The Last Jedi. You know, it's kind of I know there was a lot of toxic fandom with Star Wars and racist comments and stuff like that. But regardless of that, even someone like me who doesn't mind casting, who doesn't really care about all the racist bullshit going on behind Star Wars, just the overall stories being told, I haven't really enjoyed what Star Wars has had to do since The Force Awakens. I think I really enjoyed The Force Awakens, but everything since then, besides some episodes of The Mandalorian, I just really haven't enjoyed what Star Wars has to do. Now, mind you, I haven't seen Andor, so maybe that could change my mind. So I do have to watch that. But yeah, just very sad to see what this franchise has become. So hopefully, Sean Levy and Ryan Gosling can bring something like Star Wars Starfighters to the forefront and bring our hearts back into enjoying what Star Wars has to offer. But let me know what you guys think about this first look, and are you excited to see what Star Wars Starfighters has to bring? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let's go ahead and move on to our next movie news topic. And our next movie news topic is about Joseph Krasinski's Miami Vice movie set for August 2027. Let's go ahead and take a look here. So, if you don't know who Joseph Krasinski is, he is the director of Top Gun Maverick and F1. Just so you guys know, Universal Pictures confirms the film is hitting theaters on August 6, 2027, with casting underway and filming scheduled to begin next year. Director Joseph Krasinski, the film. Oh, what is that? Sorry, guys, that was ad did that for some reason. Anyways, directed by Joseph Krasinski, the film draws inspiration from the original pilot and the first season of the 1980s TV series, aiming to capture the era glamour and corruption. Set to be filmed in the IMAX format, the film is written by Dan Gilroy and Eric Singer, produced by Danny Clark and Joseph Krasinski, and based on the characters created by Anthony Yarkovsky. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Reviving the franchise that previously saw a 2006 adaptation with Jamie Foxx and Colin Farrell. My big excitement for this is why I'm not a big fan of Miami Vice, neither the TV show nor the movie. I don't think the movie from 2006 with Jamie Foxx and Colin Farrell was bad necessarily. I'm just not a huge fan. But my biggest thing is this director. Seeing what he did with F1 and what he did with Top Gun Maverick, I'm very excited to see what he does with something like Miami Vice, because he's a very great director and great filmmaker. So I'm excited to see what he has coming for this franchise, and he's possibly going to be trying to turn it into a franchise. And hopefully we can get some cool casting. You know, he is friends with Tom Cruise, so maybe we get like a Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt or someone of that caliber in this film. We'll have to wait and see what casting has to offer when they announce it. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Are you excited to see Joseph Krasinski take over as director for the Miami Vice movie? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Go ahead and move over to our next movie news topic. And our next movie news topic, while it is a rumor, I thought it would be very interesting to discuss. So the rumor is Scarlet Witch's return to Avengers Doomsday may introduce the X-Men royal family. If you don't know who the royal family of the X-Men is, that would be Magneto, Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, and Polaris. Go ahead and take a look here. And firstly, I want to show you guys this comic book image. Here we have Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, Polaris, and Magneto. Here, this would be the royal family of the X-Men. Let's go ahead and read to you guys what's going on in this article. A rumored Scarlet Witch variant may appear in Avengers Doomsday, originating from the X-Men universe where Magneto rules Genosha, alongside Wanda, Quicksilver, and Polaris as the royal family. Marvel Studios reportedly wants to highlight Wanda's father-daughter dynamic with Magneto, an idea long considered but previously sidelined due to the rights issues and the narrative fit. Though Olsen denies involvement, although Olivia Olsen has denied involvement, insiders suggest the role may involve post. Insiders suggest the role may evolve past Secret Wars potential, aligning with the X-Men reboot, ending her Avengers centric era and moving her forward to the X-Men film franchise. So I think that's very interesting, and this would be a very interesting thing for them to do. Now, I've always wanted to see Wanda, Magneto, and Quicksilver on screen together. I do think their father-daughter relationship would be awesome to see, especially depending on how they're doing it. Now, as far as having her being a different variant from the Wanda that we've seen, I think that would be interesting as well, especially if we're able to bring in our own Wanda to fight against her. The question is this, if Olivia Olsen is going to take over this role, or if she's going to be taken over by someone else. We've also had actors portray Polera in the one of the X-Men TV shows. I can't remember what it was called, but that was this lovely woman in the green hair right here. And we also got Quicksilver, of course, who's been portrayed by not only that gentleman there, but also the one from Avengers. I can't remember his name. He was recently Kraven the Hunter. So forgive me, guys, for not remembering their names properly. But I do think this would be an interesting storyline for them to add into Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. Now, I can't imagine them being able to fit something like this in, because I feel like this itself, having the royal family of the X-Men be, or the X-Men franchise, not just the X-Men, the place, but Genosha, having the royal family of Genosha finally on the screen, I feel like that needs to be a movie itself. So I'm very interested how they might weave something like this into the story if they end up doing it, and if this rumor is true. But I do hope it is true, because I feel that having characters on this power level and of this caliber could be very beneficial to a story like this. We're going to see things really crazy. I know we recently had the synopsis say that how Doom is not only a very technologically advanced, but a very powerful sorcerer. So seeing people on the level of the Sorcerer Supreme, Magneto, and these X-Men would be absolutely phenomenal. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Would you guys be excited to see the royal family of Genosha appear in Avengers Doomsday? And are you hoping to see uh, all these characters return to the movie? No. Let's go ahead and move over to our last movie news topic of the day. And our last movie news topic is about Julia Roberts confirms talks for My Best Friend's Wedding sequel have been had, with Luca Guadagnini interested in directing. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Julia Roberts reveals she is in active talks to reprise her role in a sequel to the 1997 rom-com My Best Friend's Wedding, with director Luca Guadagnini. I hope I'm saying that right. Guadagnino expressing strong interest in helming the project. Celine Songs, from Past Lives fame, is attached to write the screenplay, though not currently slated to direct. The project is in early development, following hints of the original from the original co-star Dormant Mulrin. The film was a major box office hit and earned three Golden Globe nominations. It remains a fan favorite, and Variety ranked it among the top 100 greatest films of all time in 2022. Now, I do think this would be a very interesting movie to make a sequel. I do enjoy the original My Best Friend's Wedding. If you guys haven't seen it, I do think it's a great rom-com for you guys to check out. It's somewhat more of a realistic, I mean, it's funny, ridiculous things ensue, but I think it's more of a realistic ending to a story like this, and not a lot of rom-coms ended up doing that back in the day. I feel like they always led towards where the guy gets the girl gets the guy, and this one was more realistic. Spoilers, sorry, but it is from 1997. Um, but the ending of great friendship and things like that, a lot of people tend to really lean on what happened there at the ending with Julia Roberts and her best friend. And hopefully they bring back that dynamic between them, which would be absolutely phenomenal. And I think a movie like this would be nice to see on screen. I'd be there to see it. And maybe I'm weird, but I do enjoy rom-coms. I'm a bit of a rom-com guy. Sometimes when I'm feeling down, those are my happy places. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Would you like to see Julia Roberts return to My Best Friend's Wedding sequel? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. That being said, that's a wrap for today's episode of the Truly Odd Podcast, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like this episode, please like and subscribe. And guys, always remember, stay true, be odd.